My YT channel. This is again a singer eternal voice. So, hello, mga friends, mga palangga all over the world and other parts of the world. Okay, so this moment I'm going to talk about off topic, not science for today, but it's going to be uh, government assistance and scholarship. Okay, so this is going to be a very unique topic that I will be able to express at this moment in time or to share with you guys. Okay, let's talk about this. So this is going to be government scholarship and assistance. Okay, so government, okay, government scholarship, okay, and assistance. Okay. Now, guys, because today at this present times, so many people loses their jobs, and then some companies are undergoes closure, and then it's gonna be good to really have a good creativity, or let's say initiative to research more and more, especially if you are having a financial insecurities, if you have so many children and you find out that one of your children, or let's say two of your children, are good in academic, okay, and have good scholastic performance, then you have to avail this government assistance and scholarship. Okay, to the point. So this is only exclusive for the Republic of the Philippines. This is only for the purpose of discussion and sharing, especially to those poor but deserving students. For example, your children belongs to the top 10% of the graduating class, or top 10 honor students, then you do have money to educate them in their high school, in their college, something like that. Then it's about time to research about this government scholarship and assistance. In my case before, since we are also belong in a poverty level, and then I could say also that we belong to the students who are deserving also to avail government scholarships and assistance. So I may introduce to you the types of government scholarship and assistance, but based on before. Then later on, I will be able to link that to the present situation today. But first, I need to go back with the history. Okay, first, we have the SNNPL. So this is all about study now, pay later. So the poor but deserving students, or anybody who just having a good grades, can apply and avail this SNPL, study now, pay later. Okay, study now, pay later. So this is offered by the government. Now you have to take an examination, and if you pass, something like that, then the government will give you slots for this, for the application forms. And then, so to cut the story short, after you graduate in college, then the students will be able to pay the government back, okay, for the expenses of tuition. So this is only an assistance, but this is an equilibrium, meaning you do your job as a student, then you graduate, you find a job, then you pay back later the government. So this is study now, pay later. Okay, number two, we have the PESFA. Okay, PESFA. Actually, this PESFA, I already applied this before, but the slots are already consumed because this is one of the popular government scholarships and assistance catered by the government. Something like that. So PESFA is private education. Okay, private education, scholarship. Okay, scholarship fund assistance. Okay, so this is the PESFA. The PESFA is not really that you will be able to be one of the honor students like that, but at least you have a grades that are passing by their criteria. Okay, 80% only, but if you have below than that, then you could hardly avail this scholarship also. Okay? Get the point? But not limited to honor students only. The same as SNPL. Okay? And now number three, we have the GASTPE. Okay, the GASTPE, meaning to say this is the Okay, government assistance. So this is very important, especially if you are now struggling for the financial difficulties, and then you lose your job, and then you have so many children for the moment, then you can educate your children through the assistance of the government scholarship. All you have to do is to research, deep research, something like that, and do a lot of extra effort to guide your children, especially your children who have good academic records in the class. For example, if he's turning senior high school, grade 7 and above, and then during the junior high school, then you find out, oh, this son of mine, daughter of mine is very good. And then you have no money because you lose your job. For example, if you're an OFW, you finish your contract and you are renewed now, and then nobody will help you, then it's about time to ask the government assistance scholarship. So sayang naman if your students are very good academically, right? Okay, number 3. This is GASTPE scholarship and assistance with the government. So this is gonna be government assistance. Okay, government assistance. Okay, for students. Okay, for students and teachers. Wow, teachers, right? Teachers for private education. Wow, right? It's in here not limited to the students. For example, you graduated your college education, then the government also offer a scholarship like a research scholarship or masteral study beyond your bachelor's degree. It's offered here also in the GASTPE, not limited only to students. You get the point? Okay, and number 4 is others. Others meaning to say these are scholarships tied up with private companies. Okay, private companies or private sectors that they need to initiate this one, having the initiative that these government officials will be the one to cater, to administer, but the one who will fund the money and the financial assistance will be the private sectors. Okay, the companies, multi-companies in the Philippines, existing in the Philippines, or any private companies that they have also their programs regarding scholarships, then they let the government to administer that one, but they will be the one to fund. So this is under others, okay? But their main scholarships are SNPL, Study Now Pay Later, GASPA, Private Education Scholarship and Assistance, GASTPE, Government and Assistance for Students and Teachers for Private Education. Now, in my case, after I graduate in my elementary level, since I am a consistent honor student, okay, I did not apply for this one of the scholarships because, our parents doesn't have an idea at the time. And also, when you reach high school, there are a lot of public schools that are free also. So you don't have to worry because I studied in a public school, not in private school. So we can easily adjust for the, for the payments because it's free, something like that, and very near also to our place. So it's not an issue for the junior high school, okay? Or high school students, okay? So now, in the college, we found difficulty, okay? So I tell you honestly, I really applied for this scholarship first, the GASTPE, because it's very, very common, and this is entirely free, the books, the tuition fees, the projects, included under subsidies, something like that. And then, the slots are already consumed. Okay, that's nationwide. And then I am very, very late because my parents also doesn't know about that. And my parents are not really that educated enough. And we are, living in a remote area. Then we are very, very not knowing everything. Not really that aware that there's gonna be a scholarship like this. I was very last to know or late to know. So the scholarship and the slots are being consumed. Now I go to SNPL, and then again the slots are already consumed. So I don't have a choice anymore. Then I do a lot of effort again, together with my mother, going to the government. Before that's not DepEd, that's also that's still DEX, Department of Education, Culture and Sports, and then I go for CHED because this is administered by CHED, Commission Higher in Education. Okay, because this is college or tertiary education. Now I go to the GASTPE, okay, like that. GASTPE, then I pass the GASTPE, okay? Meaning to say they get my grades, okay? They get my good moral character, records from my school, something like that, my high school, and then my what do you call this one, Form 1 through 8, the academic grades like that, and I passed because I don't have line of 7. Okay, then my grades are, very, what shall I say, above average and high. Because I told you, I belong to the, honor student. And I don't want to mention this is very, very personal. Baka because in my, high school, it's very competitive. But I have to tell you honestly, I am a bronze academic excellence and a journalist of the year in our high school. Okay? And the rest I'm never say, it's not also good to say that's self-incriminating, right? So I want you to discover it myself also. Then this is only a motivation and inspiration to everybody that we can make it, even though we are living in a poverty level, still we can pursue our dream to become professionals in the future, to reach our ambitions and goals in life. Though it's not really that too high, but at least we have something like that. Okay, so I passed the GASTPE, something like that, and to cut the story short, I was given a slot for government and assistant for students and teachers for private education. Then under the banner of the government presidential scholar, something like that. You get the point, like that. So I enjoy this one. So in our discussion, we will be focusing this one, the GASTPE, Government Assistant for Students and Teachers for Private Education. So these are the umbrella government scholarship and assistance by the Republic of the Philippines to those poor but deserving students, especially to those people belong to the poor or poverty level, right? But this is not, this is not also selective. Once you are just belong in the average, like that, level of lifestyle, then you can also apply. Not necessarily mean for all the poor also, because the academic grades will be evaluated also. But of course, normally if you are having that much, then why you should apply the scholarships? Okay, so things like that also. You have also to be fair, because there's a lot of poor but deserving students, then you will help also them. So, right? In most cases, so just give it to the poor but deserving students, an average living lifestyle, then for their children also. Average, poor, average, like that, but not that really that having much, because you should also be aware, okay, to help others who cannot pay for their education in college and high school, something like that. Okay, so that's it. Any questions so far for this government scholarship? And when I come back, I'll be able to discuss GASTPE. Okay, later on, I need to discuss the components, like that, who can avail, something, what are the criteria, something like that, and including the history, why it has been created, something like that. Okay, so in my case, in my college education, I use the GASTPE. They will give you the tuition fee, okay, tuition fee full, and then they will give you also the books allowance, like that, the books allowance, including the project allowance, something like that. Okay, okay, like that. So at the time also, because I also grabbed the other scholarship. So it's okay also, as long you qualify. So in my case before, I remember I have 2 scholarships. Okay, because before this, I already passed the, what do you call this one, the non-academic scholarship, something like that. And then I enjoyed that for one year. Then this one also in simultaneous. So what I did, I get the money like that, since it is allowed. Okay, I explained to the to the chat before. I get the money, okay, and then the money for the non-academic scholarship will pay to my school, and then this budget for me I will use in my family for the food, something like that. So in that early age, I could help my parents also. Okay, because the budget for this will be taken by me, and the non-academic scholarship budget also will be paid by the school. So I will be enjoying this budget personally. Okay, you get the point? So there will be a duplication, but it was being approved because of my situation at the time. Okay, it's case to case basis. But I explained that prior to that, I passed already, and then blah, 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 so and so. Then it cannot be terminated, immediately. Okay, because you are already signing, and the form has been reached to the higher education, something like that, staffs of the Commission on Higher Education, it will still be active while enjoying the other scholarship. But I don't know how with others like PESPA or the government, private sector's link or tied up with the government. But GASTPE at that time is okay. I don't know also what the system today. That's before, okay? This 1994, okay? 90s, okay? Because I graduated in 1994, something like that, in the public school. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can comment and you can take down also these terms and then research in the Google search if you want. Or you can go directly to the DepEd, Department of Education, and CHED, Commission of Higher Education, right? Check, okay, and ask for the scholarships. Then be sure also that your children have good grades, okay, or as much as possible, honor student, really. Okay, good academic scholastic records, or just average, okay, as long as there's no below 80% grade. Okay, there's no 79% grade, all are 80% up of the academic grades in different subjects, whether non-academic subjects or academic subjects. Okay, so it would be a great help for your children. Okay, thank you so much. You can share this video if you want, and then you can comment down below in the comment section, and you can subscribe my YT channel if you want also, and then you can click the bell notification for some newest updates that I am a singer, and be coming back to discuss about GASTPE, GASTPE as one of the components of governance, scholarship, and assistance in the Republic of the Philippines. And I thank you. Bye bye. God bless everybody.